Right now there's a thief picking your pocket. They're not on the street corner, they're in Washington, fiddling with numbers and calling it economics. This silent thief is the Consumer Price Index, or CPI, and it's robbing you blind. We're told the CPI measures inflation, the rate at which prices increase. But what if those numbers are a lie? What if the real cost of living is skyrocketing while the government tells you everything's fine? This isn't some tinfoil hat conspiracy, it's the reality millions are facing. Your grocery bill doubles, your rent eats up your paycheck. Yet the CPI shrugs, barely registering the pain. It's time to pull back the curtain on this economic illusion and expose the truth about the CPI scam. It's time to fight back. The CPI is supposed to be a reflection of our reality. The government tracks the prices of a basket of goods, things we buy every day like food, petrol and housing. If those prices go up, the CPI should too, right? Here's the rub, the basket is rigged. Those in power tweak what goes in and out, conveniently downplaying the stuff that hurts the most. Remember when petrol prices were through the roof? The CPI barely flinched. Why? Because they decided transportation wasn't as important to track. Convenient, isn't it? This manipulation creates a rosier picture than reality. Politicians can claim low inflation and pat themselves on the back, while your bank account screams in protest. This isn't just about numbers, it's about trust. They're playing games with our lives, and it's time we called them out. Let's talk about your life, your wallet, your struggles. Remember that affordable flat you used to rent? The one that now costs an arm and a leg? The CPI might say housing costs are up, but it doesn't capture the gut-wrenching reality of trying to find a decent place to live. Remember when you could fill up your tank without needing a bank loan? The CPI might acknowledge a slight increase in petrol prices, but it doesn't account for the extra hours you're working just to keep your car running. This isn't just about numbers on a page, it's about the daily grind. The sacrifices you're making while those in power tell you it's all in your head. It's about the gnawing feeling that you're working harder, earning less and falling further behind. And it's time to ask, who benefits from this rigged system? Section 4. Who profits from your pain? The beneficiaries of CPI manipulation. When the CPI is artificially suppressed, it creates winners and losers. Guess which group we fall into? A low CPI benefits those at the top, politicians who want to appear competent, corporations that can keep wages stagnant, and Wall Street investors who thrive on economic stability, even if it's built on a lie. Meanwhile, the rest of us struggle. Our wages stagnate, our savings dwindle, and our dreams are put on hold, all because the government claims inflation is under control when it's clearly not. They rig the system, claim victory, and we're left holding the bag. This isn't just about economic indicators, it's about power. It's about a system rigged to benefit the wealthy and powerful at the expense of the working class. It's about time we stopped accepting their lies and started demanding accountability. Section 5. Fighting back, protecting yourself from the CPI scam. So what can we do? How do we fight back against a system that seems rigged against us? First, we need to educate ourselves. Don't accept the government's word as gospel. Look at your own spending, talk to your neighbours and trust your gut. Second, we need to diversify. Don't rely solely on traditional investments like savings accounts that are eroded by inflation. Explore alternative investments like precious metals or real estate that can hold their value. Third, we need to make our voices heard. Contact your elected officials, write to newspapers and raise awareness on social media. The more people who understand the CPI scam, the harder it will be for them to ignore us. Section 6. Join the resistance, exposing the truth and demanding change. This isn't just about numbers, it's about our lives, our futures and our children's futures. The CPI scam is a symptom of a larger problem, a system that prioritizes profits over people, corporations over communities, and the powerful over the powerless. It's time to stand up, speak out, and demand better. Demand transparency in how the CPI is calculated. Demand accountability from those who benefit from its manipulation. Demand a future where our economic system works for everyone, not just the privileged few. The truth is out there. Don't be silenced. Spread the word, join the resistance, and let's take back our economic future.